What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I feel like I'm getting a lot more comfortable with this camera. Like, I'm talking to you guys like family now. It's so good. Feels like it's a lot less embarrassing as the first one was. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, back for another episode. I'm only probably going to do the intro, maybe a few little setups today, because it's already going dark and it's already like 5 o'clock or some shit. So it's already pretty late because I had work today. Even though I'm home from my actual job, I do second jobs for extra money, because obviously when building fast cars and then skid cars, your money goes very quickly. So yeah, that's the thing. But I have done a bit of purchasing since last time, and I have gotten more safety stands because I have some, but they're all being occupied at the moment. So I need new ones for what we're going to do in this video. Also bought oil and a filter, because when I do those gauges, when the sandwich plate goes up, that needs to be sandwiched, and obviously you need to drain the motor from the oil and take the filter, and I'd rather not use the old filter. So I went out, bought a whole new shit for it, new filter, new oil, so when I drop it and put the sandwich plate in for the gauges, it's just brand new done, fresh oil, fresh everything, so that's good. And a tape measure to actually measure up the hole for the exhaust, so that will be all in this video. I'll be doing the gauges setup and drilling the hole for the exhaust, and then getting all that straightened up and lined up, so that will be in this video. But as I said, I probably won't do much today. I may jack the car up tonight and record that, and then probably get it all ready, but we'll have to see what I do. Either way, you guys will know before I do, because that will appear in like the next few seconds. Unlike me, it will probably appear in a few hours. So I'll see you guys. Oh yeah, you'll see what we're doing in a minute. Alright, so I lied, it's like 20 minutes later, not a few hours. Also forgot to mention that I bought a gazebo for the front of the AU, so then I can work under here when it's sunny, or it's pissing down the rain like Adelaide has been. So no more me bitching about the weather, because it doesn't bother me anymore. It's perfect. But I'm gonna unbox these, get these ready to go under, and then while it's still flat, I'm probably gonna open this and then mark up where the exhaust is correctly, and then just put the hole on the bonnet for now, just so I know where that is, because there's not really any point jacking it up, because if I jack it up, put the stands under, and then mark the line, I'm not gonna be flat surface with it. So I'd rather get the flat measurement, so I don't fuck up the hole and I know exactly where it is. So we're gonna unbox this first. Super cheap, sponsor me, I buy everything from you. I'm joking, I mean I'm not, but yeah. We're gonna get to it. Alright, let's take these out. Oh, brand new stands. Not go wrong. Brand new. Even got the safety chain there. My other one's even broke. Yeah, good. That's perfect. Brand new stands for a piece of shit AU. Just what you want. Alright, let's get the measurement done, and then we'll jack it up, get the stands under. Let's get to it. Alright, so I've just marked up line there, line down here on the grill, and both in places this little black dot. Now I'm pretty sure this little black dot is where my exhaust is. So what I may do, I may get like a little pinprick drill through there, because it'll be pretty close to that area, and then see on the other side if it's hit the exhaust or not. Because if that's the hole, then I'll drill the proper exhaust hole there, but that's pretty much the correct line, so we'll have to see where that adds up to. But I'm going to do all the right procedures to actually make sure that lines up, but I probably won't record it because it's really precision and I want to make sure it's perfect. So I'll come back when that is done. Alright, so I've drilled the first hole. It went from smaller to a little bit bigger, and I put a torch underneath it and even recorded. We put in bonnet down on my phone, and that is pretty much center to my exhaust, which is good. So now I'm going to drill the big hole. I don't know where I put the thing. I believe I put it in the back seat with all my other mess going on back here. Pretty sure I put it in here. Maybe I put it on the workbench. Anyway, I'm gonna go get that and then drill into the bonnet. Oh, found it. It was indeed on my workbench. Indeed, where it was. Hooked it up. So sketchy, this thing. But it's the only thing that cuts through it, and it's pretty much the... We're gonna pretend that never happened. Anyway, I'm gonna make sure it's on properly this time. Lock it in place, and then drill into it. I'll be back after the process, because it takes normally 2 hands to get through it, because I did it with the practice one. So, I'll be back when that's drilled and show you the finished product. Alright, ran into a bit of a problem. I got through the first hole, which was still annoying, but battery flat. So we'll not have the energy to go through that second bit of the backing there for the bonnet. But the main thing is, I know where the hole is, and it is lined up. I just need to charge my battery, which hopefully I'll charge it for like 30 minutes, just before the sun fully goes down. Just having enough time to do that before I have to make any noise complaints. That'll probably be it for the day. Once I get that, I probably won't even jack it up today, to be honest. Just, if that's done, that's the only thing I've been wanting to do for the last fucking weeks. So, like since the first episode, really. So, if that's done, that's me happy. But I've got to charge the battery for my drill first. So, we'll be back whenever the hell the battery's charged. And we'll be doing that. Alright. I have no idea what the last clip was, because it's been like a few days later. I've been flat out trying to do random stuff. So I believe it was me drilling the hole, and I said I'd be back and it'd be done about the stands, which I actually did put the stands on the jack the other night, like the jack, bro, stands on the jack, car on the stands the other night. I didn't end up recording that because it was just too dark and who would record anything. I still haven't actually managed to get through this because it's just that dense, that bottom like support beam. So I'm gonna get an angle grinder and just try and cut that bottom there, but that won't be till later. I kind of want to get the car on the ground because I've got to do stuff to the wagon, which I may do a separate video on again, just for more, some more context. And then yeah, but I gotta use these stands either way for that today. So I'm gonna have to get under the car and do this oil the sandwich plate for the filter, so I can get those sensors in, so I can just get the ground in the car, and then I'll do more of the car later. But I've really got to get the wagon done because I've got to do stuff to the front end, so it makes it a little bit more legal. Even though it's a bit boring, make it a little bit more legal, and I can go more power to it, and then it's all good. So let's record the oil filter, doing that sandwich plate, show you how that works. I'm pretty sure I want to have an idea, so we'll see how badly I either mess that up or how well I do it. But let's jump straight into that. Alrighty, and here are the beautiful things we need to do. This sandwich plate. Here's the sandwich plate, as I said in the last video. My Z9 filter and a good old filter remover, because I'm not fun on fucking Falcons. So, all prior things, and an oil fucking drop can dab thing just in case it leaks. I'm not gonna do the whole oil now. The oil is just there in case I lose it. I need oil anyway. It's always good to have spare oil laying around. I'm hoping that doesn't drop too much, because obviously it's just me removing the filter, which is at the top of the motor. So hopefully it doesn't drop too much, and I can just throw the sandwich plate on, throw that on, tighten her up, and then hopefully see how these sensors go in. But we've got to get the sandwich plate on first and in the correct position, so let's get it done. Alright, so there's the oil filter there. I've already cracked it, so it's just literally needs to come off now. Got the pan right underneath it, well not right underneath it, but should be right. I'll move it over a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to take that off with just off camera because I don't trust that leaking. But there's the filter. Bit dirty, but what can you expect from a filthy AU, eh? Alright, let's get this thing off, eh? There you go, got the filter off. Now it's just the thread. So now I've got to get the sandwich plate on, which I'm pretty sure it goes this way up. So the seal goes up there. So I'm pretty sure it's literally that gets slid on. Oh, swap hands. Pretty sure that just gets slid on like that type situation. like that, and then the little bolt down here goes to the middle of it. So I'll quickly do that and then show the finished project. So there we go, that plate is on. I put the sensor, like I was facing the back, like towards the fucking wire and looms that are already there, because what I'm probably going to try and do, I'll probably try and wire them up from the other side, like over there, and like wire them up there and then go up to the like the chassis boot to go into the cab, so I can actually have the gauges in there. But that's on. Now I'm going to get the new filter on. Get the new filter on, get some oil around the seal there, and then throw that on, and then that should be done. Just after that's nice and tight. Make sure it doesn't blow pressure or anything. But that is how you do it, my people. That's the sandwich plate for the Savage Performance gauges. There you go. So let's get this on, and then it'll be done. There you go. Oil filter's on. Sandwich plate's still on. Definitely been sandwiching because there's a bit of oil coming out the sandwich pot now. So it's definitely working. I tightened it up probably about 4 turns with the filter spanner. I don't normally, when I service cars, I don't normally do them up. I obviously just do it up by hand. That's what you're supposed to do to the specs. It's not too tight. Because it's a sandwich plate, my idea is it has to be tighter, because obviously it's sandwiching it between the motor and the fucking filter. So if it's too loose, it'll just blow off once it gets too much pressure. So I did it up about 3-4 turns. Still, you can probably do, it's obviously not tight, like I can still turn it, but I can't move it with my hand, which is plus sign. So I think that should be alright. But I guess once I get all the gauges in, I'll start her up and see what she does, and if it blows, it blows. If it don't, she don't. So all time will tell. Alright, so she's back on the ground. Taking the stands out. She's back on the ground. There's the oil filter and there's the sandwich plate. And if I did put it on this side, I would know no chance. I put it on the other side, right? So just on that side of it, over there. But even then, I can't really get to it. So I'm definitely have to do the sensors from underneath, unfortunately. Probably have to run them up through there. There's a body loom boot there. I'll probably have to run them up there and through. Or I'm pretty sure there's one even lower actually. But I'm gonna have to run it through there and then do it from underneath the car from the other side of the chassis frame, suspension frame, K-frame, whatever the hell you want to call it. But yeah, I'll have to go from the other side of it and put the sensor over that and then put it up, because I know how I'm doing it from actually on top, which I really wished I could, but I'll have to remove probably the whole intake to do that, and that's just, yeah, fuck it, I'd rather get under a car. But that's that in, at least. Next step is probably getting all the wires for the gauges set up and everything, and getting the actual gauges set up. Maybe giving earth in them, give them some power, and then getting them drilled into the body. And then I've got to finish this damn fucking hole, and then it should be fucking good. But let's get inside the car and do some gauges. God damn, today has been a busy damn day. So where I left off from before was doing a sandwich plate. So I'm moving along to the wires. I jumped in the car for a little bit. You can see it there. You can see the wires and the gauges and whatnot. Those wires look very short, so I'm going to have to really tuck them in under to actually get there. And I don't think I have time to get them done, because I have been doing multitasking. I've been doing gardening, been doing this. I've got the wagon literally on stands now. Like, whole bottom end's dropped out. I've just got to like get the top bolts out, but I thought I'd stop and record this first because this was pissing me off. I decided to have this again. But I decided to get at the start of the video we're trying to do. I finally finished cutting the hole, and now we've got an exhaust exhaust right there. Finally got an exhaust hole, and it's gone all the way through. Now it's got to get like actually get a custom exhaust, kind of like only coming to about like there. I don't want it to be too high. I just want it to be kind of sit flush with the top. But my exhaust hole is done. Thank God for that. That's fully cut now. Now it's got an, as I said, an exhaust to actually come out it, which that would be probably the easy part. So in fact, the hole was just a nightmare to do. I had the angle grinder at such weird angles to get it, but positive side is we have got it. That's the plus side. So don't know, as I said, I don't reckon I'll get to the wiring, but at least we got the hole done and sandwich plates on. I'll probably do the wiring tomorrow, I reckon, have a suss of that. So I don't know, you guys will see as I said before I will, because this video is a video and this is real life where I am. So see you in like 2 seconds. Alright, so we're inside the AU now after cutting a beautiful hole in the bonnet. Looks beautiful. Have the gauges, and I know I said I was going to wire them up this video, but I fly back to work tomorrow and I'm not going to have enough time after looking how sophisticated and how annoying this is going to be to do. So I'm reading all the paper and all that. I have to do this one. This is the temperature sensor, so that will go into the sandwich plate that I did. These are the wires that will go from no, sorry, that's the power source wires that will go to the temperature. This is the actual wires that will go from the gauge to the sensor, and that's not even very long, so I'm going to have to do a whole separate video where I'm just doing this, because that's going to take me, I reckon, a few days to figure that out, because then the pressure one is the same. Well, the pressure one's actually different. I can't remember where I put that. Put it in here. So the pressure one's same power supplies, but then it has this, which is the pressure like regulator for the pressure gauge. So that's a whole different setup again. That goes obviously into the little sensor in the sandwich plate, and then it's got like a weird like earth to power thing, which I've, like it says on here, so I wouldn't have a clue how to do that, and it's going to take me a lot longer than one day to probably read through all of it and get under the car and do it. So unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do that today on this video, but I feel like I've made enough progress. Just doing that hole was the main thing I wanted to do, and I've finally done it. Next video I'll probably base it just on wiring up all the gauges, and then off camera I'll probably go get an exhaust for the video after that. Really depends what I get up to on break next, but that will include this video, and I've cut the hole, as I said, which is the main thing. Again, I'm ending the video inside the AU, which is dark again, but I don't think it's as dark as the last time, but you know, either way, who cares? We're gonna make it the same thing every time, I reckon. Who cares? It'll probably be in the next episode anyway, especially we're doing gauges. So either way, we're gonna be finishing in here. So I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Cutting that hole was a bit of a pain in the ass, not gonna lie. Especially having an angle grind at the last minute, that's kind of annoying. Especially how, and then with the gauges, that's even more annoying. It's gonna take a lot longer than I thought, but oh well, that's what I get when I do fly in, fly out work, eh? So sucks to me, but ah well, you gotta be able to afford doing this shit somehow. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned. Hope you guys are enjoying the build. I'll probably start doing stuff on the wagon soon. Let me know if you guys want to see more on the wagon. But if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. See you guys next time. Peace out.